What's up, guys? This is T from Simpler Trading. So I already recorded a great daily recap video for you guys with all kinds of energy and insights, but of course the recording got messed up, so here is the retry. Going to be a little bit quicker, but I'll get you guys through it here. As far as big picture things in the market, keep an eye right now, guys, on this volatility squeeze. The VIX is setting up in a daily squeeze. If you're long right now, or over the next week or so, few weeks, you're looking for that momentum to the upside in the overall market, your best bet is that volatility does not fire the squeeze to the upside, but rather pulls back to the 21. Anytime you get VIX exploding and firing a daily squeeze, as a general statement, there's usually more downside for the market. So keep a close eye on VIX there. Obviously down a good 6-7% today. That helps our case if we're looking for upside. But as for the market, there's no denying we have a really bullish structure right now. Great looking daily squeeze here on the SPY. This is backed by a killer weekly squeeze that is still in the process of firing. And then as far as the Qs go, we're just finally starting to attempt to fire the weekly squeeze to the upside. And you also got a good looking daily squeeze here as well. If we can find it. There she goes. So good bullish structure, but with volatility flirting with the idea of firing a daily squeeze, the question is, does the market head into the new year here just ripping and roaring to the upside, or potentially before we make that move, do we get a nice flush, shake out all the weak hands, bring everyone to their knees, and then the market turns the corner and rallies higher? Time will tell, but obviously, guys, a big level of support here is going to be the 21 EMA from the daily charts. We did a good job of getting back above that level after yesterday's flush. I think right now is a good time to be a little bit patient. See how volatility goes, see if it does begin to die down and pull back to the 21, and then we can operate from there. So a couple of setups, a couple moves I made here today. I'm still loving the Amazon weekly squeeze, and now the 3-day squeeze is starting to look much better as well. We got a little bit of bullish momentum hitting that old histogram. We got the orange dots, so it's a good tight squeeze. What I did here yesterday, guys, if you've been following the channel, you know I've had a couple of put credit spreads coming into yesterday's session that I've been swinging for a few weeks, and I had January 15th and January 22nd expiration. With yesterday's pullback, it was one of those moments as a swing trader and somebody trading credit spreads where even if you got a little bit of open profit, which I did close those 3 positions for just about maybe $2,000 or so, which relative to the max profit isn't really all that much, but I took a little bit of the profit off the table, and then I took that capital and got what I think is a better spread. So it's kind of like you buy a car for $20,000, a week or so later, the dealership calls you, hey, we'll buy the car back for $22,000, we're going to put some money in your pocket, and on top of that, we're going to get you into a new model year, better features, better luxuries. That's what I did with Amazon. I love the weekly squeeze, but yesterday was a moment in time where, due to the pullback on the daily chart, I can take a couple $1,000 off the table from the previous positions and get a better model. So what I did was I closed those up, and then I took the capital, got a better risk reward going further out to expiration, so I'm buying myself a little bit of time, and I did buy myself a little bit more cushion, selling the 30/50s and then buying the 30/40s. So still riding the Amazon wave, still looking for that move to fire into Q1 earnings at the end of this month and beginning of February, but you guys can see closed up some decent profits, about 1,700 on one of the spreads, kind of a wash right here, and then jumped into the position right here, going 50 contracts at 367. So that's a scoop on Amazon, and as long as we are holding above that weekly 21, and at this point, we're selling the 30/50 puts, so it's underneath the weekly 21, think we're in decent shape. Obviously, anything could happen. We'll find out, but I'm going to continue to hold that spread as long as we're holding above the weekly 21, or unless there's another opportunity to take some small profits off the table and get an even better spread. But I'm loving me some Amazon here, so we'll see how that one goes. And then for NVIDIA, slowly but surely looking a little bit better. Great looking weekly squeeze. The 3-day is starting to look really nice as well. You get the orange dots on the Squeeze Pro. It's a tight one. And then the daily is starting to look better, right? Not picture perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it is looking better. So another position taken today, guys, in NVIDIA, just planting those seeds. I'm looking for this thing to fire long into January, into February, into Q1, and I'm just slowly but surely adding some exposure here. So today I picked up another set of credit spreads, sold the 510 put and bought the 505, and I'll show you guys that on the old spreadsheet. Where'd our spreadsheet go? Here we go. And you guys can see the entry for NVIDIA here today, February 5th expiration. Sold the 510s, bought the 505s, getting a nice fill at $1.70. So just about a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. I think, you can, NVIDIA, AMD, I think just overall right now, focus on the semiconductor sector. If you take a look at the daily chart, this is a beautiful daily squeeze. So you got this big basket, and inside the basket is all the different semiconductor stocks. Micron, TSM, LRCX, AMD, Nvidia. If the basket itself is gearing up to fire a squeeze to the upside here, what do we think is going to happen to the individual names in the basket? They're probably going to do the same. So you look at Nvidia here, if SMH can get firing that squeeze to the upside, I like the odds of Nvidia's weekly, 3-day, and daily squeeze finally starting to come to life. I think you can make the same argument for AMD. Not the best looking daily squeeze. We're under the 21, or actually, we are back above the 21 today, but you don't have that momentum just yet. But regardless, you guys get where I'm going here. Anytime an entire sector is going to a beautiful daily squeeze, especially when it's a strong sector, with the semis being one of the leaders last year, it definitely warrants our attention. So I'm not going to go crazy here and get Micron, AMD, Nvidia, etc. I planted my seeds in Nvidia, but I think you can't go wrong right now with any of these names. Check out Micron. Micron's already starting the move here. If you check out TSM, it's already starting its move as well. And then you got a couple more, like LRCX, that are setting up nicely. Let's see what Qualcomm has got going on. Qualcomm as well. So keep an eye on those semis, guys. But big picture thinking, put your focus into that volatility daily squeeze. If it fires long, hold on tight. If it ends up fading back to the 21, then I think potentially we got smooth sailing ahead here for the next few weeks. So I'll keep you guys posted. And if you haven't already, guys, go on ahead. And I'm going to post in the description of this video a free trial link to the Simpler Options Gold Room. So all you got to do is just follow that link in the checkout area, put in coupon code FOCUSED, and you get yourself in there free for 7 days. You can watch me, Henry, John, the whole gang trade live. So I hope to see you guys in there. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And until tomorrow night's video,